just kind of spice it up a little bit, spruce it up. That cracks me up every time. Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 44 of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. I'm glad you guys are here. Let's get started. And I still like our park. I still like it a lot. Although we have one random bit of grass right there. Maybe it grew. Who knows? But now I feel better. Okay, confession time. As if me going all OCD about one thing of grass doesn't tell you more than I wanted you to know in the first place. Christmas holidays coming up, and I am going to be hugely busy. I am basically in the spot, the spot I'm in is I have to do 2 weeks of recording in the same amount of time I usually have to do 1 week's worth of recording. And between my job and my family, I'm already kind of recording at max capacity. So it's been kind of a challenge figuring out how I'm going to get all these videos in. But man, that looks like that's a good looking park. So the problem I'm running into is figuring out, how to get recording in for, all of my series, and all that. So, and out of all the series I do, Minecraft absolutely takes by far the most time per episode. For a 20-minute Minecraft episode, I'll be playing anywhere from 2 to sometimes 10 hours, depending on what the project is. And right now where I'm at with the holidays just kind of breathing down my neck, they're going to be... I have less time to record, so we're going to do some smaller builds. So we're not going to be working over in the harbor town or even in our monastery library, because the things I want to do in both places are big projects. They just need a lot of stuff in them. Like the harbor town needs a ton of terraforming, and I'm going to fall into this water because I'm slick. And the monastery, the next thing I want to do in there, just is going to take hours and hours of just digging, which has to get done, but it's not really something you want to make people watch on camera. So today we are going to be doing a smaller build, and the next episode will probably be smaller as well. And actually, I'll probably be deciding at the end of this episode whether or not I even have time to release an episode for the week right after Christmas. But anyway, I have a pretty much empty inventory. I need to go get that sorted, get some supplies for our first build, and I'll talk to you about what it is. Creepers. Wow, that was not going as far as I thought. There you go, right in the mush. Dude. I survived. That is a tough creeper. Okay, well, and since this is the route I take to get to our AFK area, well, I say our, I'm the only one whoever uses it, but we've got, oh wow, I vastly underestimated how big this was going to be. I may not have nearly enough resources, but I think I want to do a bridge over this here thing. That way we can just walk here instead of hopping down and having to hop back up. I think that sounds like a wunderbar idea. So I need some place to drop my chest. Okay, one of the awesome things about ender chests is you can pack a bunch of stuff in them and then just throw an ender's chest into your inventory and then fill up your personal inventory with everything else, come back down, slap down the ender chest, and then you've got your entire inventory and the ender chest's inventory. And that's really helpful. However, if, for convenience, you put your ender chest in the ender chest, it becomes inconvenient because then there's no ender chest to put down, and then you have to go all the way back to your base to get the stupid thing. I'm really glad I did this. Gah. Let's try that again. Ender chest. Pow. And now let me show you what I meant. We've got all of that inventory full of our normal walking around stuff and some building things, and then all of this stuff. So that's good. Putting the ender chest right there, that wasn't a smart move. That wasn't a smart move at all. All right, now let's take a gander. I think we're going to build the bridge from here, like it'll be level with the level I'm standing on now. And so we'll have to remove some of the dirt over Chonder, but I don't think that'll be as big a deal. So then the big question is, what do we want for the middle? Now that I'm looking at this, gotta think. All right, I'm gonna go test a couple of designs and then see what we can come up with. Okay, I think I got something figured out. It's a simple design, but I think that is actually a bonus in this case. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's find. You were going to need the shovel and the pickaxe. I don't think we're going to need. We need to go with these. All right, so where's our center? There's the center. Then, yeah, bridge building diagonally in Minecraft is a little tricky, but hopefully this will look pretty good anyway. But let's see. Let me kind of show you the beginnings of the design, and then I'll take it all the way across. All right, so what next? There. Oh, don't want to fall off. And then that should go there. And then we will outline it in stone. Come here, you. Yeah, I'm building from the top down. Again, it feels weird, but it's just easier to do in Minecraft. Let's get that there. There we go. All right, so that's the basics. We're going to add some flourishes later, but I want to get this all the way across first. Another confession, I have made the design, or I figured out the design for the top of the bridge. I have no idea what we're going to do for the supports just yet. I thought, I figured I needed to get the bridge in to kind of see what real estate it took up. And then we can decide. Then we can decide how to support it. And supports, and for that matter, I was also thinking about trying to do some kind of archway along the, every once in a while have some kind of arching thing with maybe a light going across here. It's really problematic when you're doing a diagonal bridge. Minecraft does not handle the 45-degree angles well. It doesn't handle the circles well. If you're building a square, you're golden. Everything else takes a little more work. But let's see. One other thing we're going to do is we're going to sleep here in a second. But a little flourish we're going to kind of add is put some of those every few feet just kind of spice it up a little bit, spruce it up. That cracks me up every time, and it's not even funny. All right, I'm going to sleep and get the rest of these in, and then we'll talk about what's next. Oh, and I'm beeping. I'm beepity-beeping. Awesome. All right, so I thought, while I do like what we've got so far, I thought it was... could use a little something. So I decided to add some illumination. It's going to be overly large and obnoxious, but that's okay. First, we're going to put that there. We're going to start with some spruce. Put that there. Then Drop some glowstone. More stuff. Let's see. There we go. Go. This is a lot easier to build in creative mode. And do we have any kind of... I'd rather do spruce. But anyway, let's hop down and take a look. There's that. Alright, that's really big. It's really big, and it might be a little overwhelming. But let's see how it looks when we get, 8 more in. Alright, we've got the lamps I'll put in, and they're big, and they might be a little too big for the bridge, but I think I'll stick with them for now. I may change them later. But, and they don't provide, they're too high above the surface of the bridge to actually light the whole thing up. I just wanted something a little more a little more detail. Now we got to take care of this kooky crazy thing. All right. So how are we to do this? Put that there. There. Take a step back. How's that look? Okay, that should be all right. We got to do something to kind of cover this up, I think. So I'm going to get these in and then get some kind of supports in. But I think we're going to keep following this kind of pattern. It should work, in theory. Then again, so should, communism. Last touch. Do a little terraforming. The water kind of dries up here and then continues on out into the swamp area here. But I want to just continue the river through rather than just having it be so spotty. So we're going to open all that up now. We're not going to make it particularly deep. It's only 1 deep on, either side, really. But we are going to move it through. Okay, and it's so weird. All these particles on my screen, and now I'm getting 60 frames a second, whereas the entire time I've been trying to film, something about Minecraft lately with my PC has just been shredding my frames. It's insane. But alright, I'm going to get our little bit of landscaping done, get some water in, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. Alright, we got our terraforming done. There wasn't a whole lot to do of it. Just added some water in, and it's looking good. I'm digging it. Got our supports in. Everything's looking great. It's a really simple bridge, and one of the nice things about building this bridge is it's not part of a kind of like a greater project like the Mountain Monastery or the Harbor Town, so it doesn't have to thematically fit with something else. It can just be whatever I felt like it being. And this is simple, but it's fun. It's interesting to look at. Few different block types, few different colors. Not as much texture variation as I normally do, but that's okay. We're keeping it simple. And that's fine. So this is looking pretty good. Get the support in. Got all of our lights in just for, for whatevers. I think it looks good. I think it looks fine. And the best part is I can just run across it. I no longer have to do this business to get to the thing. I was like, okay, yeah, we'll just come down here and hop 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 and hop. Yeah, it's much easier. So, all right, guys. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. It was fun. Like I said, this episode and my next Minecraft episode are going to be a little shorter, a little more simple builds, just because most of the projects that we've got going on in the Harbor Town require a lot of prep time, just like major landscaping, major digging, just stuff that takes a ton of time. And it's the holidays. I don't know of anybody who has that much time during the holidays, but okay, you guys, like I said, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the episode, if you like the build, please click that like button. If you're new to my channel, please click that subscribe button. It helps me, it motivates me so much when you guys do either of those things. So thanks again for tuning in. I want you guys to have a great week, and we'll talk to you guys next time.